I listened to an old story from a grandmother, who will soon be 100 years old. Next year, she will receive a certificate of commendation from the mayor for turning 100 years old. She said that there were many times when she thought that, if she had made one wrong move, she would have died. One day, while drawing water from a well, she slipped and hit a pillar, causing several roof tiles from the well to fall on her head. She was unable to see anything in front of her, because of the blood flowing from her head like a waterfall, and collapsed. At that moment, with vacant eyes, she told her dog, John, who was beside her, called the neighbor's wife, and passed out. When she came to her senses again, she was in a hospital bed. The neighbor's wife was beside her. John barked so much in front of my house that I had to admit he saved my life. She had a serious injury that required a dozen stitches in her head, but she was lucky that she didn't have any noticeable scars. Then, 3 or 4 years later, she noticed a change in her physical condition and went to the hospital, where she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She thought that she would never come back, because her condition was quite terminal. As she prepared to be hospitalized and left the house, she told John, "Please pray that your surgery goes well, John." She then left the house with these words. A month later, when she returned home after a successful operation, John greeted her with a lively bark. The next morning, she called out to John to feed him as usual, but he was nowhere to be found. She went to the doghouse, out of concern, and found him coughing up blood and dead. John died in my place, she believed. During the war, even when food was scarce, she fed the puppy John as if he were a member of her family. John was smart and handsome. It seems that John still lives in her heart as she says this. By the way, when my family gets a dog, we always name it John.